Ready on your marks, get set, let's go. Let's settle on a venture that we call home. Why don't you pull up a chair and get a drink perhaps? Take a breath, take a break, take a look at all you know. Self-love is a state of appreciation for oneself that grows from the actions that support our physical, psychological, and spiritual growth. Also in having a high regard for one's own well-being and happiness. In short, taking care of your own needs and not sacrificing your well-being for the sake of others. Thanks, Google. I feel like self-love has begun to dwindle over the years. Or maybe it's always been that way, but I've been too oblivious to notice. With the advancements of technology, people often consume themselves with these new and improved devices. Whether it's playing Guardians of the Galaxy or playing Candy Crush on your cell phone. People often resort to this type of entertainment as a means of escape or therapy. As we begin to age and become adults, we tend to put all of our focus into one thing, whether it's working or, it's always the weird things. And when I mean weird, I just mean time-consuming, tedious, and it often feels that way. And we need to learn to be able to be comfortable with that. Sorry, I keep cracking my knuckles. It's gonna be a constant thing. In 2014, a boy named Jason Evergreen was nervous yet excited to begin his endeavors in high school, starting in the 9th grade. Because that's when high school starts. The lad wasn't the best in terms of academic studies. He felt that the school system couldn't accurately evaluate his intellect. Although he found he excelled in expressing himself through the arts, he made a plethora of friends and often found himself doing things that he would prefer not to be doing, only to go along with it, whether peer pressure or he just didn't know how to prioritize himself or his feelings yet. In grade 10, Jason met someone who would then be his best friend up until this day. And he found that he enjoyed band, so he ended up joining the music department where he stayed for the remainder of his high school years. I mean, he's not dead. But being part of a band, you tend to learn a lot about different people, and it helps you to learn more about yourself and to grow. But during this year, Jason became more and more aware of his emotional state, and he became a little depressed, shrouding himself in another run of Pokemon Diamond as to ease the pain in his mind. But he was just avoiding it. Year 11 rolled around, and Jason didn't like himself very much. He put on a mask because when people tend to ask you if you're okay, you tend to feel a little unstable. He realized that the only way that he would become better is if he surrounded himself with better. Good people, good values, good laughs, a good dude. He picked up the habit of reading, even if it was a page a week. He tried to get absolutely beefy, although it didn't go as planned because he's still a little skinny. After finally realizing what he stood for and had always stood for, he began to find a new balance and become a better person. He began to like himself more and more each day. Jason's self-improvement journey started in grade 9 when he became more emotionally and existentially aware. His journey is still going, and he still has a long way to go to where he wants to be. If you are also suffering from a lack of self-love, the first thing to do is open your mind and open yourself to the world around you and accept it for what it is. This step is different depending on the person, and it can also be the toughest. Step 2 is to identify things that you don't like about yourself and accept them. Only when you accept them, you can actually learn to change them, if you so desire. A little thing called atomic habits. Once you do those things, you'll be on the right path, and that's when you can start doing more things like getting hobbies and studying. Studying so great. We have all this information at our fingertips and we don't even know what to do with it. Also, for your future plans, whether you want to build your house or you want to move to the other side of the world, it all comes back to being able to balance these aspects of your life. It can be a little difficult to focus and realize who you are, but it's quite simple. You've always been you. And putting effort into things that don't benefit you only hurt you or people around you. But one way to start is to get a hobby. Something to do that entertains you, you know? And also, it's great. You should pick a hobby that will help you in the future. That way you're just not doing it for the fun of it, but you can actually get some personal gain off of it. Let's say you become a professional juggler. I know that's far-fetched, but if you have the skill of juggling, why not, right? But my personal hobbies are linguistics. I'm learning Spanish and Japanese right now. I play my ukulele, guitar. I'm getting my trumpet back up in order. Oh, I love the trumpet. And I have a drum kit set up here. I got that. Oh, I'm writing. Writing is a great one to have because, let's say you get an office job and you're just typing away. That transitions to writing too. And even if you're doing instruments and you want to write songs or start your own band, like, go for it. The sky's the limit, right? Sky high, I always say. When COVID first started, I didn't want to go anywhere. And it was kind of detrimental to my health at first because I just spent all my time on my phone or on my Switch. You know, Breath of the Wild, who can blame it? But I got so comfortable that I didn't want to move for hours. But I was able to broaden my horizons and become a student to the world around me and my faith. I learned to love doing boring things because with how much we do it, it pays to enjoy doing it, right? A few years down the road, I will be a much better person for the effort I'm putting in now. And body's a temple, why not take care of it? Like, I'm only 22 and my knees are kicking out on me. That's telling me I need to do something. I'm gonna start Taekwondo. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna kick people's butt or get my own butt kicked. You know, that's what it is, that's life. But that will just bring me another step closer to my dream. But I can say exercising consistently is kind of hard. Gracias and thanks for tuning in to the Art of Self-Love. This video idea was recommended by two of my friends, LM and MC, because I don't want to give real names unless you want to get a shout out, but like, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what I can do to improve or ideas that I may or may not use. I make no such promises. Gracias. Hasta luego. See you next time.